In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 college basketball games happening on January 18, 2024, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 college basketball games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start: if you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. South Florida versus Memphis. 2 teams hailing from the American League Conference are poised for an intense battle in Bluff City, each seeking a triumph in conference play. The South Florida Bulls, having recently secured an 81-73 home victory against Rice, embark on a road trip to face the number 10 Memphis Tigers on Thursday night. In their last outing, Memphis demonstrated dominance with a 112-86 road triumph over Wichita State, extending their winning streak to 5 consecutive victories in the series against South Florida. The initial stretch of the season proved challenging for South Florida, enduring a 2-4 record with defeats against Central Michigan, Maine, Hofstra, and UMass. However, the Bulls underwent a remarkable transformation, recording a commendable 7-1 run that included victories over formidable opponents like Florida State, Arkansas Pine Bluff, Loyola, Albany, Alabama State, Temple, and Rice. Notably, in their recent matchup with Rice, South Florida orchestrated a remarkable comeback, overturning a 40-31 halftime deficit with a compelling 50-33 run, clinching an 81-73 victory. Casey and Pryan led the charge with an impressive 29-point performance. On the Memphis side, their season kicked off with a flawless 5-game winning streak before encountering setbacks against Villanova and Ole Miss. Undeterred, the Tigers embarked on a 10-game winning streak, triumphing over VCU, Texas Agricultural and Mechanical, Clemson, Virginia, Vanderbilt, Austin Peay, Tulsa, SMU, UTSA, and Wichita State. In their latest game against Wichita State, the Tigers showcased their prowess, securing a 112-86 victory, with Javon Quinerly and Jaquan Walton both contributing 23 points. Set against the backdrop of the nation's 4th longest winning streak, the Memphis Tigers prepare to host the South Florida Bulls, who have claimed victory in 7 of their last 8 games. While Memphis boasts an explosive offense, averaging over 105 points in their last 2 games, South Florida has also experienced success but faces a challenge with a 0-3 record in true road games against Hofstra, UMass, and UAB. Memphis' offensive prowess, particularly at home, where they score over 83 points per game with an effective field goal percentage exceeding 53%, presents a formidable challenge for South Florida. The Bulls, ranking 218th in effective field goal percentage, see a drop in performance on the road, averaging less than 70 points per game. Additionally, Memphis excels in drawing fouls and converting them at a rate of over 74%, exploiting South Florida's defensive vulnerabilities. While South Florida exhibits offensive proficiency, they may find it challenging to engage in a high-scoring matchup with the explosive Memphis team. Memphis, having scored more than 75 points in 13 of their 17 games, enters the contest with a 10-game winning streak and a home court advantage. The duo of Javon Quinerly and David Jones further bolsters Memphis' offensive capabilities. In conclusion, Memphis, riding an 11-game winning streak, is poised to extend their dominance at home, prevailing over the South Florida Bulls. The expectation is that Memphis will not only secure the victory but also cover the spread as favorites. Turning to the statistical analysis, South Florida has remained under the total in 10 of their 14 games this season, relying on their 123rd ranked defensive efficiency. Conversely, Memphis has witnessed the overhitting in 11 of their 17 games, showcasing their 47th ranked offensive efficiency. The game is anticipated to be fast-paced, with both teams ranking high in tempo, South Florida at 88th and Memphis at 33rd. Given the offensive capabilities of both teams and Memphis' recent defensive struggles, the game is projected to surpass the total, making over the projected total our preferred full-game total pick. Wichita State versus Florida Atlantic. Thursday night will witness a captivating showdown in the American Conference, featuring one of the conference's esteemed ranked schools. The number 23 Florida Atlantic Owls, in the midst of a commendable season, are poised to extend their dominance as they face off against the Wichita State Shockers. The venue for this anticipated matchup is the Alina R. Baldwin Arena, situated in Boca Raton, which serves as the home turf for Florida Atlantic. Of noteworthy importance, this Thursday's clash signifies the inaugural meeting between these two programs as conference rivals. The Shockers embarked on the current season with a promising 7-1 record, with a sole setback against Liberty marring their otherwise commendable performance. However, their momentum took a hit with a challenging 1-7 stretch, encompassing losses to formidable opponents such as Missouri, South Dakota State, Kansas, North Texas, Temple, and Memphis. Notably, their recent encounter with Memphis resulted in a discouraging 112-86 defeat, with Colby Rogers leading the team with 20 points and 2 assists. On the Florida Atlantic front, their initial 12 outings showcased an impressive 10-2 record, with defeats only at the hands of Bryant and Illinois. Their recent form is marked by a 3-2 record in the last 5 games, featuring losses to Florida Gulf Coast and Charlotte, but balanced by wins against East Carolina, Tulane, and UAB. In their recent face-off with UAB, the Owls dominated the first half with a commanding 43-24 lead, ultimately securing an 86-73 victory. Key contributors in this triumph included Jonell Davis with 18 points and 5 rebounds, along with Vladislav Golden, who also notched 18 points and 5 boards. The Florida Atlantic Owls, with their formidable offensive capabilities and resilient defense, stand as my confident pick for victory in this upcoming matchup. Averaging an impressive 82.4 points per game, the Owls boast a potent offense, ranking 29th nationally. Their shooting efficiency is particularly noteworthy, with a field goal percentage of 49.1% and a three-point conversion rate of 36.2%. This offensive prowess, coupled with consistent rebounding, positions Florida Atlantic as a formidable opponent. Defensively, allowing an average of 71 points per game showcases a balanced approach. Leading scorer Jonell Davis, averaging 17 points per game, and Vladislav Golden's dominance in rebounds and blocks are pivotal to the Owls' success. Considering Wichita State's recent defensive struggles, allowing 112 points in their last game, they are poised to face significant challenges against Florida Atlantic's formidable offense. Therefore, the Florida Atlantic Owls to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Examining the offensive dynamics of both teams sets the stage for a potentially high-scoring game. Florida Atlantic's robust average of 82 points per game contrasts with Wichita State's scoring prowess, averaging 74 points per game. This suggests the potential for an offensive spectacle. Furthermore, when considering the adjusted tempo rankings, Florida Atlantic holds the 196th position with a tempo of 68, while Wichita State ranks 57th with a tempo of 71.1, according to Ken Palm. This indicates a faster-paced game from Wichita State, potentially contributing to increased overall scoring. Wichita State's defensive struggles, evident in their recent 112-point concession, become a focal point, especially against an offense ranked 11th nationally. Florida Atlantic consistently surpasses the 80-point mark, and this game is likely to be no exception. The clash of Wichita State's offense against the formidable defense of Florida Atlantic will play a pivotal role in determining the outcome. Considering Wichita State's average of 74 points per game and the expected pace of the game, reaching the 70-point mark shouldn't pose a challenge. Consequently, over the projected total becomes our favorable choice as full game total pick. Illinois versus Michigan. The upcoming college basketball matchup at Crisler Center will feature a face-off between the Illinois Fighting Illini and the Michigan Wolverines on Thursday. Illinois has had a mixed performance lately, securing only 1 victory in their last 3 games and bringing their overall record to 12-4 after a recent loss to Maryland. On the other side, the Michigan Wolverines stand at 7-10 for the season, buoyed by a recent triumph over Ohio State. Illinois kicked off the season strongly with an impressive 11-2 record in their first 13 games. However, they faced setbacks against Marquette and Tennessee during that stretch. Subsequently, the Illini experienced a dip in form, losing 2 out of 3 games, with a solitary win against Michigan State sandwiched between defeats to Purdue and Maryland. In their most recent clash against Maryland on Sunday, the Illini held a narrow 39-37 lead at halftime. Unfortunately, they struggled in the second half, being outscored 39-28 and ultimately succumbing to a 76-67 defeat. Marcus Damask led the team in the losing effort, contributing 26 points, 4 rebounds, and 1 assist. On the Wolverines side, they endured a shaky start to the season with a 6-5 record in their first 11 games, suffering losses to Long Beach State, Memphis, Texas Tech, Oregon, and Indiana, following additional defeats to Florida, McNeese, Minnesota, Penn State, and Maryland. Michigan managed to break their losing streak with a crucial victory over Ohio State. In the recent Ohio State matchup on Monday, the Wolverines established a 37-28 halftime lead. Despite being outscored 37-36 in the second half, secured a 73-65 win. Olivier Nkamwa emerged as the top scorer for the team, contributing 20 points, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists in 37 minutes of play. Michigan has struggled in their recent games, posting a 3-9 record against the spread in their last 12 matches, including a 1-4 record in their last 5. In contrast, the Illini have been more consistent, boasting a 9-1-2 record against the spread in their last 12 games, with a notable 5-1-1 record in their last 7. The Wolverines gained respect for their recent win over Ohio State, particularly for their strong finish with a 13-4 run in the final 4 minutes. However, turning their season around will require sustained success, and Thursday's game against Illinois presents a challenging opportunity. Despite Michigan's recent victory, the Illini are coming off a setback against Maryland and will be determined to secure a win, making the matchup daunting for the Wolverines. The Fighting Illini's perimeter defense is formidable enough to neutralize Michigan's 3-point advantage, creating opportunities for transition baskets. Michigan struggles with shooting under 60% at the rim, and the Illini's defensive prowess may make collecting offensive rebounds a challenging task for the Wolverines. Michigan's home court advantage has been lackluster this season, ranking in the bottom 60, while the Fighting Illini have established themselves as one of the best road teams in the country. The Wolverines' defense's inability to force turnovers plays into the hands of the superior offensive capabilities of Illinois, allowing them to execute possessions efficiently. Additionally, Illinois excels in offensive rebounding, potentially creating second-chance points. Considering Illinois is also coming off a home loss, the spread appears too short, making the Illinois Fighting Illini the favorable pick to win and cover as favorites in this one. As for the total, the over has been successful in a combined 20-13 in games involving Illinois and Michigan, including a 5-1 record in Illinois' last 6 games. The Wolverines' offense showed signs of life in the final minutes of their previous game, and with momentum on their side at home, they could pose a threat. Michigan's proficiency in 3-point shooting, led by their top scorers, may be limited by the Illini's perimeter defense. While the under has prevailed in recent Michigan games, the overall trend suggests that the over has been a reliable bet, particularly in Michigan's earlier games this season with an 8-2 record in the previous 10. Illinois, with a top 75 adjusted tempo and a penchant for success on the road, is likely to maintain a fast pace. Although the game presents a clash in styles, with Michigan preferring a slower tempo, they might struggle to control the pace without the ability to force turnovers. Both teams' limited ability to create turnovers, coupled with their reliance on the 3-point shot, suggests a high-scoring contest, making over the projected total our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.